Yes. So one of the things that they try to do to us as TIs is to silence us, right? So I've been noticing how my YouTube videos don't haven't been getting fewer views, and every time I read and there's words like quiet, silence, they're always honking horns or they'll do the police sirens, right? So for example, when I type in the description of my video, it says documenting such and such, and I'm typing in the silent sound part of the description. Whenever I type in the word silent, or if I select the word silent in um, the text, uh, they will start honking horns or doing the police sirens. Like I said, so one thing that I understand and know is that these sort of programs, because they are uh, illegal, they are harmful, but because these people believe the end justify the means, meaning that they can destroy a person's life, they can destroy a person's mindset, that somehow that the end justify the means. How is that? Okay, but again, but that is their way of thinking, and again, because when you have those people who are of the dark triad personality types, it's perfectly fine for them. Okay, they're not going to lose any sleep over it. Is we're the ones who are the victim of this, even the perps, okay, that are going to be greatly affected by these programs and what it is that they're doing. Okay, and also what they're doing, they're causing further division. And so, watching a video of Dr. Umar Johnson, he talks about how black people want to be everything to white people except African. And he's absolutely right, you know? And you'll hear, like, for me, they've been using the whole black theme again, which, yeah, I'm a black person, so it doesn't matter. Whether you want to call me black, brown, it doesn't matter. But, in terms of brown, they associate with mostly Hispanic people, right? Or non so called black people, right? But if you see my skin color is brown as well as black, as well as light, because if I show you guys my arms, you'll see that it's very, very light, right? Where you have a very with less pigmentation, certain parts of my arm. When I was younger, I practically was near my son's color, Ethan's color, until I got some sun, right? Darkened the melanin. So again, and another thing of TI is understand this, okay? You speaking about what's happening to you, what's being done to you, is not a is not a confirmation of guilt in anything, okay? It's not a confirmation that what it is that they're saying about you is true, right? I want you to understand that, because that is how they're going to try to make you feel. And the reason why they use guilt and shame and all that stuff is, again, to keep you quiet, to keep you from coming forward, okay? So you got to see. This is why I do, particularly when they're talking to me like this. I start do a lot of heavy recording, because they're talking to me very heavily. So I have to do this, and because this is the time when they will reveal a lot of things to you, particularly the people behind the scenes. Okay, for me, it's the white supremacists within the U.S. government and on the police force. Okay, and they will send you subliminal messages, right, to let you know exactly uh, the reason. And it isn't what they're telling these people, particularly as a black person. I know it's not what they're telling black people. Period. You know, they're not that stupid. Okay, and they're not stupid either. Okay, they may be. I guess they could be. They are put like this. They're stupid in their bigotry. They're stupid in their racism, in that sense, right? But because they have a system behind them, then they can utilize that system and those resources to destroy whoever life they want. Okay, so when I speak about me being a TI, I'm always going to speak about my experience as a black man. Particularly when I know some of the subliminal message that is being sent to me is because has have to do with COINTELPRO, right? So and of course, again, they think no one's going to believe us as TI or believe me or what have you, and this is what you know it has been transpiring. But yet, like I said, as a TI, you gotta um, for those that can't fight for themselves, there are those of us who are fighting for you. Okay, there are those of us who are fighting for you. So hopefully, our fight, okay, in terms of exposing what's being done, is going to help you also. All right. So just remember to see a lot of things. See, in the '60s in the civil rights movement, people think that, oh, it was just for black people, right? But no, yeah, but primarily black people protest, right? But guess what? Every other group of people benefit from that, whether it be Asians, whether it be Hispanics, whether it be um, Native Americans. Okay, everyone benefited from it. Okay, when black people were protesting here in the United States in the '60s, well, they wasn't just thinking about themselves, right? Because you remember Martin Luther King, they brand him a criminal. Same thing with Malcolm X. Martin Luther King spent how many nights in jail? Okay, so they used the legality of the system, the legal system, okay, to brand him a criminal. And now today, what happened? They want to celebrate Martin Luther King. But if you really want to listen to Martin Luther King and understand, and know what he believed, don't just go watch the "I Have a Dream" speech. Okay, go listen to his speech or read his speech on the Vietnam War. Okay, on jobs. Okay, go listen to those speeches. See, those are the speeches that they're not going to let you listen. They let you, but they're not going to show you. They're not going to show this to the school children. You know what I'm saying? Where he's talking about how the U.S. government gave white people, right, acres of land, housing, jobs. How come they don't play those speeches? Right? How come they don't play those speeches? So understand the agenda that's being set. And for black people who watching this, probably not because they try to silence me, but I will put it on Facebook if I have to. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I will tag all 3,000 of my Facebook friends if I have to. All right? So understand this, that anyone who have a certain uh, come into the reality of what's really happening, what's really going on, they got to keep away from the rest of society because they don't want you to influence the rest of society. This is why, I was talking to the young man, not the young man, but the young teenager. Right? Again, I have to always catch myself from calling teenagers young men. They're not young men; they're young teenagers. As a black person, I know how we have been conditioned to see our children as adults because that's the mindset and the eyes in which these white police officers see our children, our young teenagers. They don't see them as teenagers; they see them as black males. Okay, and when they use the term black males, then they're not saying young black male; they're just saying black males. Okay, so there's no distinction, and we tend to do that ourselves to our children, calling our young daughters young women. No, they're young teenagers, young teenage girls, young teenage boys, adolescent boys, adolescent girls. Okay, so we have to constantly change our way of thinking because we've been conditioned to think in an ass backwards type of way. Okay, and don't be tricked by this program. Do not be fooled by this program. Okay, because these psychiatrists and psychologists, whether they be in the American Psychological Association, whether they be in the FBI or the CIA or what have you, okay, they all believe in white supremacy. They all do. All right, so I'll talk to you guys in this video. And the Ankh is a sign of family. It's a sign of life. It is the womb, fallopian tube, and the birth canal within the woman. Okay? It could also mean different things. Right? It can mean the woman, the child, in which the egg grows, egg is go through the fallopian tube to go into the womb, and the male phallus. entering the birth canal. So there's a, again, so when I gotta explain this to a lot of people because a lot of people don't understand this. This is not a cross, okay? Because again, the cross represents the so-called death of Jesus Christ. So I don't even know why you want to hang a cross in your damn neck. I used to be that way. I had a big cross in my neck, okay? You know what I'm saying? In my younger days, okay? And the cross, remember, two early Christians didn't wear the cross. They didn't wear it. They had a symbol of a fish. That was a symbol of an anchor. That was what they were used to use to symbolize their Christianity, as well as other symbols. It wasn't until Constantine took the cross from where? From Egypt, Kemet, from the walls of Kemet, right? And then said that with this symbol, we shall conquer the world. Remember these things. Educate yourself on these things. Okay, so when I look at my people or anybody, matter of fact, carrying a cross around their neck, I feel sorry for them. I really do. No, it's not also that because it's the so-called crucifixion of Jesus Christ, but you're symbolizing the death of a person. You're wearing it as if it's something to be proud of. And I guess you could talk about Jesus died for you. Jesus didn't die for your sin. That's what Paul told you. Jesus did not die for your sin. Okay? Nowhere in the Bible did Jesus say, I'm ready to die for my people's sin. That's the Roman Catholic Church interpretation. But that's not what Jesus said, even within your own Bible. Go read it. And you'll see. Okay? So, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, I will speak to you guys in the next video. That's what I should say. Alright? I try to avoid certain words because I know how we as TIs are conditioned. So, let me apologize for that. So I will speak to you guys on the next video.